Latoya, Latoya, here she comes. She comes to bring you joy. She comes to bring you love. She comes to bring you awareness. She comes to bring you joy.
Latoya.
She comes to bring you love.
Here it comes.
Latoya, Latoya, here she comes. She comes to bring you joy. She comes to bring you love. She comes to bring you awareness. She comes to bring you joy. She comes to bring you love.
Hello, hello, optimistic family. Hello, hello. I am back. Today, I'm excited. I have an optimistic speech for you today, or a little talk, or a little round table, or a little jog walk, whatever you want to call it. The time when you sit and do your binging. Yeah, I know about those bingers. Today is the non-nonsense day. Yes, today your girl is coming hard with stories and facts to prove to you, yes, you're hearing correctly, that life must be lived. That's right. So throughout our little conversation, we are going to talk about how not to give up on life. Yes. You say what? Life. Life. Not to give up on life, only to give up on the situation. Say with me again, right? We're not going to give up on life. We are going to only give up on the situation. Why? Because your life, each and every one of you out there, I see the smiles, I get the love, I feel the energy. Thank you so much. Right back to you. Again, I cannot do I can't fake this, okay? I cannot. Hopefully you've seen this, okay? You have seen it. You're feeling it through the air. You are feeling it through my presence. I can't fake this. This is real. This is your girl, Latoya, the optimist. So again, what are we talking about? We are talking about how not to give up on life, only to give up on the situation. And I'll repeat this. Why? Because your life is a good idea. Yes. Royals. Aren't you used to that by now? Royals. Royal. I'll say till you get sick of me. Royal Optimistic family, here is the royal welcome. I am your one and only Latoya the Optimist. Welcome to the Royal Podcast Club, where I bring to you love, joy, and happiness. What did I say? I said I am here, okay, to bring you love, joy, and happiness. If you are a new listener, welcome. Welcome to my heart. We are going to dive deep into my spring, my heart that springs all that love and that marinated juice, yes, where I share our royal secret. Again, welcome to Latoya, the Optimist Podcast Club, the Royal Club, okay, where I'm going to tell you some secrets. I'm going to tell you ways how not to give up on life, but to give up on the situation. Now, optimistic family, please, this is a disclaimer, okay? Please, optimistic family, don't take any given advice and rush, or ideas or suggestion and rush and make any decision impulsively, right? We're going to all be mature. We're going to be mature, right? You're mature. I'm mature. Well, maybe sometimes, but for the most part, we're going to be mature mature. It doesn't matter your age group, you're going to be mature in making any life-changing decision, right? Okay, I hear that. Yes, slowly coming, please. Why? Because a decision made in haste is a waste. Say with a decision made in haste. Don't do anything in a haste because it's going to be an absolute waste. Optimistic family, the best and wisest way to approach any major decision is to first think it through with a clear, calm, and relaxed mind. Royal Optimistic family, your surrounding energy must be relaxed when making life-changing decisions. Yeah, well, I'll testify I can be that too. But we must control ourselves and do not make hasty decisions because at the end of the day, you're going to have regrets. It's a waste. That's why I say haste is a waste. Convinced? Hallelujah. Thank you. All right. So make sure your environment is relaxed when making any life-saving changing decision. You should not be in an angered state. Yes. I'm talking to you. Yes. Calm it down. Pull it back, baby. Pull it back. I know you're tempted to just blow. No, you're royal, right? We're going to pull it back. We're going to pull it back. We're going to represent what's in our blood, royal blood, right? Why? Because when you're in an angered state, moment like that, you don't make very good choices. That is for sure, okay? Please, family, avoid making decision until you have clear head, calm, all right? And if you made a decision, go back, change it quickly and really, really decide if this is what I really, really want to do or if this is how I'm going to make the steps, make the changes. All right? Good. Now, of course, you're going to be tempted sometime to make very serious decisions, but don't do this in a heated moment. I repeat, avoid doing it in a heated moment. I would suggest, this is my suggestion, take a long walk, okay? If you don't like walking, go for a run in a safe, secure environment. And Lord, please ask your Father to protect you because, you know, I won't say because take a shower or call a trained licensed therapist, all right? Okay? See my sponsored link if you need one. I partner with them. Click on that link. They're affordable. They do take insurance and they do take out of pocket. They are actually around, I think they're around the world, okay? Just verify. They serve it a very large area also outside of the United States. Don't quote me on that, okay? But I know it's not only, it's in a number of states and outside of the states. So it might not be every single way. But needless to say, click on the link if you need someone. It doesn't have to be a long-term commitment or anything. Just click on the link for a licensed therapist, okay? And if you decide to use their service, of course, commission may be earned, all right? And your other option is to give me a call or send me an email, right? Or listen to the podcast over and over. And guess what, family? Read the blog. Baby girl is doing the blog now, okay? Read the blog. I am writing. My fingers are slippery. I have so much. I am pouring. There is a hurricane inside of my heart pouring. I have stuff to post and I'm going to be posting them on the blog. So read the blog, check it often because your optimistic girl is going to be posting. There will be certain things that are different and there will be some things that are similar to the podcast, if not the same. So now we're changing tone here. Now, let's repeat. What are we doing here? This conversation is called doing a life inventory. And what did I say? Because giving up on life is absolutely not an option. Not in this royal club, okay? I know what's going on out there. Prices skyrocketing, but giving up on life. My condolence to the family. I don't know how many people are being hurted by this financial crisis and this price going up. Please don't, okay? I want you to listen to my voice and be comforted. Change is coming, okay? Everything is going to be okay. It's not going to stay like this forever. I am praying. And a matter of fact, whether you believe me or you're a Christian believer or not, I'm telling you this anyway. Right now, as I'm speaking, I'm on fasting for us, okay? So it's not going to stay the same. Do not give up hope, right? We're not going to give up on life. That That is not an option. What are we going to do? We're only going to give up on the situation. All right? We're going to have faith. We're going to be optimistic. We're going to keep pushing, and we're not going to let nothing suppress us, okay, out of this life before our time. We're not going to do that. So stay with me, optimistic family. Stay with me. So, doing life inventory. Here's the red alarm button that should go off in your head. This red button is called, again, doing life inventory. You see, optimistic family, like I always tell you, I am no different than you. You're saying, what? Yes, of course, I'm no different. I am no different than you. On days my spring gives me a topic, it also provides a path, or what you could call a roadmap for our discussion. All right, and I'll explain. Okay, so you're asking, what does doing a life inventory means? All right, well, doing a life inventory means toothpicking. Well, I don't mean toothpicking like actually toothpicking your tooth. Hear me out and stop making fun of me here. All right, listen, I'm a little poetic and I like to make it interesting. I said doing a life inventory means like something like toothpick. You're going to be toothpicking things in your life. Optimistic family, toothpicking. What that means, you're going to toothpick what works and what don't work. Okay? What I'm saying on this little channel chat here, or coaching service here, conversation, it's also going to be in the blog. So if I'm speaking too fast or my accent is coming off a little bit, whatever, then do read the blog. Okay? The blog, you said the name of the blog, duh. Okay, it's also called Latoya Optimist, but you have to type in LatoyaOptimistShow.com. Again, to access the blog, Latoya Optimist blog, you type in LatoyaOptimistShow.com, and boop, it will pop up right there. And you'll see I have an image holding the globe, which means this is for the entire world, the 7 seas, for all my beautiful people of different features and sound, no matter your culture, your color, your language, or your sound. This is for you. Okay, again, you're going to toothpick what works and don't work, optimistic family. Toothpicking. You're going to toothpick while you're doing your life inventory lists. Okay, you're gonna write them down in detail, everything in your life. Okay, you're gonna write them down and then you're gonna toothpick them. Okay, toothpick it. Now, this should be done on your personal life and also on your professional life. I believe this could be done for anything or any situation in your life. If it takes up a big part of your daily thoughts, your daily activity, or your time, then I suggest a life inventory. It should be a part of the life inventory. I highly suggest this, okay? I think some of us are guilty. Listen, don't attack me. Well, what is she about to say about me now? Calm down, okay? I'm just saying, sometimes some of us, maybe a lot of us, are guilty of doing a life inventory when that thing or situation takes us down. Let me explain. Take you down mentally. Oh my gosh, I'm stressed out. I can't take it anymore. Physically, it's deteriorating your body. You feel weak. You're getting sick. That type of way. And emotionally, you're always angry. You're always feeling sad. Not even the sun can make you feel happy or smile. Not even that little puppy that looks at you every day and look at you with this love can put that smile on your face. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I know I am using very nice words, but I have to keep it PG. Can't really explain it in other way. Optimistic family, I mean that situation that keeps you tired and drained emotionally. I had to say that with some force of effect. That situation that has you tired. When I say tired, you're sleeping all day and you get up and you're tired. That situation. You sleep 2 days in the bed, you're still tired. You don't want to think. You don't want to talk. You're just tired. That situation drains us. Situation that keeps you unbalanced. You can't figure out when Wednesday was or Thursday. Oh, wait a minute. I had a doctor appointment. You're not balanced. Putting it nicely. You're insecure and always doubtful of your path or direction. With love, optimistic family, I'm only saying this out of love. Nothing more. Okay? Please, no anger. Calm down. Listen. Again, this could be anything personal personal or professional. Optimistic family, I hope you're becoming convinced that doing a life inventory is not such a bad idea, right? What do you think? Are you convinced? I'm making some point here. Hello. Doing an inventory it's not a bad idea. Please consider it, okay? And I will tell you more and why. Optimistic family, I would like to encourage you again to reach out to me if this is getting overwhelming. I am here. I'm here for you. So if you are needing more help and want me to start a workshop on doing a life inventory again, send me a message. Give me a call. Now, we're heading towards what we're going to talk about, the royalists. If you are optimistically, it's the big word. If you are optimistically convinced a life inventory is not a bad idea, then here's my guide. I'm going to tell you. Optimistic family, my list is just a guide, but I know you royals out there, most of you out there are even more creative. So please feel free, create your own amazing life inventory list and guide. Okay? Now, my royal optimistic family, before I give you my version, my list or guide, and before you recreate your own amazing list, a matter of fact, if you want, you can pause the tape, the recording, this podcast. You can pause it and then start on the draft. You make a first draft of that inventory list and then come back. Okay? And here it comes, royal optimistic family. But listen, before I tell you, first, before you make that list, ladies and gentlemen, you must, please, I can't emphasize this more. You must have an open, positive mindset. You see how my tone changed? I'm serious. Optimistic family, you must first have an open, positive mindset. So, can you tell what comes next with this rule? You guessed it. You must also have, again, an open, optimistic mindset. Which this will enhance. Come on, listen. I can do a live workshop and talk for hours on the power of optimism. I told a special person, optimism is power. You hear me? Optimism is power. You must have an open mindset, optimistic mindset. This will enhance your eyesight. I mean, not literally but I'm just saying it will give you clarity to really see what you're seeing like an eagle, and to really hear, to listen, and to really absorb, trying to say that word, absorb, or what you're hearing. I would never forget my first semester of college. I had a professor, I guess it was part of the curriculum, I don't remember, and that stayed with me forever because she ramped on and talked about the importance of hearing and listening. Listen to me. You can hear something, but to really listen, it's different. To listen, you're absorbing the information. Okay, it's like you have a sponge, you hold it, but nothing is absorbed inside of it. But when you put it down on a liquid, rest it there, it starts to absorb everything, every liquid and every substance. That's listening. Listen like our favorite animal, elephant, and other animals. Okay, what does this do, optimistic family? It opens your mind to really understand what you're seeing, what you're hearing, and what's happening. Optimistic family, open your mind frame. Do this optimistically. It allows you to enhance your inner superpower. Say with me, optimism is power. You did hear me correctly. Optimism is power. I said, and that power, you have it inside of you. You have, ladies and gentlemen, royal optimistic family, you have that superpower inside of you. Yes, optimistic family. When you remove anger, hate, and negative mindset and negative attitude, my love, oh gosh, royals, the sky's the limit. You open the sky. You open it. You divide the ocean so you can walk in water. I mean, not literally, but I'm saying you have remove anger, hate, and negative mindset and negative attitude, the sky's the limit. Please be receptive to this. I really want the best for you. No more suspense here. Here is my version of that life inventory list you should consider. It's very brief, but I want you to elaborate on it more. Make it more intense. But I'll explain further. But these are my few bullets. This is also on the blog. So a life inventory list should include dates and time. Life inventory list should at least retract back at least 5 or 10 years. It could be sooner. Life inventory list should be detailed with the type of situation and its events that took place within that particular situation. A life inventory list should be itemized with pros and cons. What was good, what was bad, what was working, what's working, and what's not working. I don't know if that makes sense. I said what was working and what's not working. That sounds good. Thank you. And last on my list, on my little bullets here, life inventory list should include a projected chart. Couldn't get that out. I'll repeat. A life inventory list should include, you can make a chart out of this, like a timeline chart. If you want to be detailed, for those of you who are a little bit more intense than I am or just as intense, you can make, because in my head I do all of this, which is insane, but put it on paper. This way you're not overloading your brain. Put everything, chart it out as if you're doing it for a company or for me. Okay, put it out, put everything out that's in your head and place it, line it out. Like I said, make it a projective chart so you can see the timeline, see the transition, see what was working, see what happened, see what took place, and the list of things that are working and that are not working. Okay, now royals, do you like my life inventory list? I cannot overextend it with, okay, optimistic family, do you like my life inventory list? I hope you did. Now, I didn't overextend it, meaning I didn't add or get really crazy with this episode, but I am thinking maybe I should have a workshop. I'm thinking about it. Don't quote me, because I have 2 workshops I'm working on that's going to be launching, and it's going to be, I truly believe it will be transformational. So please keep checking the blog and I'll probably put a message there, or I'll put a message on my podcast, like a little message indicating the place and the time to access the workshop. But yes, I am busy. Busy. It's getting a little bit, the time is flying so fast for me, but it will be up. So check back soon and keep checking every week, twice a week, if anything, and you'll see that the first workshop will be posted. All right. Like I said, I didn't overextend this list because I kind of want you to fill in more of your ideas on your life inventory list. So, but if for any reason, like I said, I'm thinking about doing a workshop just on this particular episode, so maybe we can talk, so forth. If you need more help, and we can talk it through in this way, you can understand. Again, I'm here for you. Okay, and I will try my best to accommodate. Anyway, so we're going to transition to what I title the market concept, a life inventory list. So for those of you who own a small or a large business, you should be very familiar with the concept or word inventory. I hope you're doing an inventory. Perform this yearly. Where I used to work, they used to do this, I think, yearly inventory. And the yearly inventory is to see a few things: what's making you profit and what's causing you more expense, right? I think that's the core of the inventory. Why not apply the same concept to your life by performing an inventory check, the life inventory and the inventory check quote? If you have a lingering situation, optimistic family, that's causing you time and money, seriously, listen, it's time to make adjustment. It's time to make that inventory list. It's time to do that timeline. If you have, like I said, this doesn't have to only be for your personal situation, because everything that you do is a part of your life. So you need to include personal or professional situation. All right. If it has no profit in your life, I I'm going to probably be criticized for this, but it's with all good intention. If it has no profit in your life after performing this is why I say it has to be tooth picking, because you want to be sure after performing a thorough life inventory review, then Royal Optimistic family, it's time to make some changes. Remember, the objective here is not to give up on life, but only to give up on the situation. Say with me, my objective for this, I am not going to give up on life. I'm only going to give up on the situation. Why? Say with me, baby. Why, Royals? Because your life is a good idea. Your life is a good idea. Your existence is a good idea, right? Good. Optimistic family, I know some of you will be very uncomfortable with this technique. I think it's crazy and outrageous, right? Guess what? I kind of do it. Ironically, I agree with you. It is absolutely insane, darn it. It's insane. Very insane. And a little out there if you ask me. But my royal, what's more insane? A life with a mountain of situation that's just not working out, or living a life with repeated trauma and pain, not to mention financial deficit it causes you, and pain and scars, aches and pain, sickness. Get those medication if you are taking any. It's time to do that life inventory check. Optimistic family, I would say you pick, okay? I truly believe this will help you balance and give you some guidance to things that just pulls you back more and more and more and more. And optimistic family, on that note, the workshop that I'm going to be posting pretty soon, like when I said soon, it's pretty much done. I just have to type it up, record it, and I'll post it. There will be a cost, okay? Just so you know, but it's going to be well worth your time, and I want it to be life changing. Everything I say, I need it to be life changing for you. Let me ask you this. Does the earth stop producing its necessary minerals, resources, spring water? Does the earth stop rotating? You know, Mother Nature takes care of us. The answer is it does not stop doing what it needs to do every day to keep us alive, to keep feeding us what it needs to feel. So why should you stop living your life and limiting yourself in anything, in any growth or happiness? That's what I'm trying to say. A life inventory must be done. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait 5 or 10 years, like I said earlier, to perform a life inventory test. Okay? You don't have to. Do this as often as you seem fit. And do this as often as it seems fit. Okay? Why? To prevent unnecessary pain and sufferings. Does that make sense? In your life. Let me ask you this other question pertaining to business owner. If you are entrepreneur, if you own a business, let me ask you this question. Do you keep item that goes down in value and takes up space in your business or business time? Do you keep things in your business that prevent projective growth? No, right? So why having a cycle of things in your life that does this to you? Doesn't make any sense. Okay? Of course. You don't, I know. You don't want to treat your personal life or your life like a thing or an item or a business. Absolutely not. That's not love. No, that's not what I'm saying. Optimistic family. Here's another royal club rule. Any decision you make regarding personal or professionally should be done out of pure and ultimate and highest kindness and love towards yourself and anything. Okay? My optimistic family, something just resonated to me a few days ago after listening to a pre-recorded speech, and I saw that it was dated April 25th. Now, this is not my normal thing or normal routine, as for those of you who already know me, I think, right? I am not a person who will take my little spare time or dinner time or any time for that matter, okay, and sit and listen to any news from anywhere. Anyway, so I was strolling through the YouTube channel and I saw this headline, and my energy pulled me to read the headline, and I took a small listen. The speech was presented to the International international finance leader. At first, I listened for a few minutes, then quickly changed, and I kept on going back and forth limbo. And finally, I said, listen. Now, 5 minutes into the speech after listening, I felt even more compelled to keep listening. It became really interesting. And can you believe it? I sat there and listened for more than 30 minutes to the whole thing. It was that good. Yes, it was that good. So why am I telling you this? Well, the speech to the world financial leader, it was so well written, guys. Oh my gosh. It was so, in my opinion, it was had heart. It was filled with desperate cry for real change. Not only for us here in the United States, but for the world. The speech to the financial world leader, I believe, not only made by a man, I think some immortal power was involved in that well put together speech. That's how good, again, I think that speech was. Optimistic family, this episode is speaking to all royal champions. That includes you, financial world leaders. It includes you too, financial world leaders. You are a part of this royal club. Please be the champion you are. Perform, in this case, a world life financial inventory list review or list, and make all the necessary changes to bring to our country and the world a better financial stability, to bring balance to our country and the world. My Father, the King, will reward you for more than you can imagine. Well, you're saying, well, I have all the money I want. Well, this is the King, this is the Almighty. When I say He would reward you more than you imagine, please believe me. With all due respect, I say this. What if my Father, the King, decides one day, since you don't show me love and respect, then I should take away all the natural resources? What if the King and the ruler of this world decides to put a plug on all the oxygen and energy we breathe and minerals that feed every man, rich or poor? What if He were to do such a thing? Guess what? He would never do this, my royals. Please don't be offended, but I felt compelled as a child of God, as a daughter of the King, to say that I understand if you don't believe in my King, in my Father, but He is in control over all things. Please be a champion financial world leader. Let's be a champion financial world leaders and make a lasting change, so all of you will be remembered and talked about in this life and the next life. Remember, financial world leaders, this is your life too. You are a part of the Royal Optimistic Family Club. You are a part of my heart. So until next time, Optimistic Family, make your life inventory lists before the summer and keep reminding yourself your life, what is a good idea, and giving up on life is never an option. I rebuke you. Only give up on the situation. Reach out to me if you need more help, okay? And I will do my best again to guide you. I hope again you had a wonderful, holy, and happy Easter 10 days ago, and I hope you enjoy the rest. Beautiful weather we've been getting. It's a little unpredictable, but nevertheless, it's beautiful. I hope you are listening. Please listen often, listen repeatedly, because each time something new will resonate with you, okay, to the podcast. So, and read the blog. Again, it's LatoyaTheOptimistShow.com, and you'll get the blog, all right? Because when you read and listen, I believe it will be more, it will somehow have more of an effect, and it will stick with you more, and it will open your mind a little bit more, okay? So again, before I part with you, you're going to do what? A life inventory list. And you will, what is the Royal Optimistic Club rule? It is, again, to avoid negative attitude, to avoid hate. You will have an open, optimistic mindset, okay? So, Royal Optimistic Family, until next time, live to learn and learn to live. Latoya loves you. I'll see you soon. Ciao.